My first parent and child placement was a really young girl. She was about 14. Her child was already over 1. She had a very bumpy childhood with all sorts of things that went on in the family, violence and all the bad things you could think of basically happened. So that was a bit different, she was at school, she had to go to school. At that time there was a facility in Bristol that mothers could go to school and take their babies, and there was a creche, etc. So that's what happened with her. It was a very difficult first placement because she was quite an angry young woman, and she used to shout a lot at the child and not be the greatest, but we got through. She stayed with us for quite a long time. That was a long placement because she was young, and obviously the moving on part is dependent upon them having somewhere to go. But it was a happy ending in the end. And I saw her recently, and at the shops actually, and this is probably 15 years ago that she was here, and she said to me, "Oh my goodness, I was horrendous, wasn't I?" And she had a little girl with her that was another second child. So I said, "Well, yeah, you were a bit horrendous, but we got by." So she was an example of someone who you probably at first meeting would have thought wouldn't have got through the process. With the right help, she actually did, and is now, quite a different person. So that's a success story.
Can you talk to me about some of the challenges involved in being a foster carer?
Yeah. I think the big challenge is that because they are not the birth children, so there are some boundaries for them and for us as well. Like the one thing is, like, if my birth son or daughter is not coming out from the room for school, so I can open the door, go inside and say, please, or he's misbehaving, or maybe if he has a challenging behavior, not doing homework or stuff like this, I can take their mobile. I will not give you until you do your work, stuff like this. But with these children, this is not the way to deal them, because they're already quite traumatized, So there is a time when the carer needs to be patient.
Yeah. So patience is very important.
Yeah, so patience, and then talk with them. With the young person, it's not like we can give them too much instructions. No, just tell them the rules, and if they're not following the rules, then maybe in a good way, in a good communication, we can speak with them. Look, this is the rule for everyone. If someone will do this for you, you won't feel comfortable, and then they agree with that. Like, I have the challenges. All of my young people started to talk at night. They started to play online games. They used headsets, and they started to speak, and they didn't understand that they were shouting, And then I have to say them every day. And then one day I tell them, look, because of you sleep in the morning and I wake up in the
morning. Yeah.
When I wake up, then you expect that there should be a good food and everything, So you need to make sure that I should have.
So if they're keeping you up, you can't get up in the morning and do all the things you do for the whole family, for everyone.
But they understand, There was not a magic thing, but and I think the rules, we need to stick with the rules, but in a gentle way.